Alrighty, folks, it's time for some self-reflection. Again, I am an individual that believes in owning your mistakes. And if you've been following my channel for anything longer than 6 months, you likely saw a drastic change about 6, perhaps 7 weeks ago. We're going to get into that details, what happened, why it happened, what was the results. The results were spectacular. An extra 100,000 views, a lot more viewers. We'll get into that, why it was actually wrong in a minute. But before we do, let's give you an opportunity to save some money. Folks, a lot of you out there watching this likely will be going to BPCON in Las Vegas. You're going to get to see Dion keynote the event. I will be there as well in a much smaller room, but we will also have a talk. But Dion's got a way you can save $100. Dion, tell us what's going on.
Yeah, I wish I could just say, hey, here's the code. You can get $100 off of going to BPCON. But what they've done is they put together a live webinar. So it's not going to be on YouTube, I don't think, at least not yet. They might release it on their website. But if you register for it, I will pin a comment in the comments below with a link to register for it. In the webinar, I will give away a code, which will get you $100 off of going to BPCON this year. If you register and can't make it, they send you a copy. So you don't even have to go. You just have to register and you can get the code for $100 off. You can also see a webinar on how the binder strategy let me retire early, not just by raising rents, but and then I'm actually going to make a binder with the people. And in this community, I think most of the people have seen me make videos like that or seen me have a guest come on like Michelle and make a binder with them. But this will be making a live binder with the Bigger Pockets community where a lot of the people there probably have never seen it.
Yep. So folks, this you need to register today. Today is July 9th. This will go out at noon. We're going to jump the content carousel just for Dion and BP and you because we all like saving money. So this will be up at noon Pacific. Register today. Dion will put a comment. I'll pin it, whatever we got to do to make sure you can get there. Again, if you can't attend, no big deal. You'll get a copy. Let's save some money. All right, let's get into the topic at hand. Actually, you know what? Let's welcome our other guest, Matt. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing super. Good to be here.
Absolutely. You're going to be in Vegas with us, right? For BPCon?
I am for sure. Wouldn't miss
that. Yeah, we're going to do something in the lobby. We'll do coffee or pizza or something. We'll see what kind of ORAT community is there, and we'll go do something for all the ORAT fans. So I just felt it was time I addressed the elephant in the room on my channel, rightly so. A lot of people were upset with the drastic change. You guys saw it as well. You guys asked me about it. But I started using very negative titles and very negative thumbnails, right? Call it the wrapper. I am proud to say the content never changed. I was happy about that. I talked myself into that being okay. But I want to share with you what happened. So as you guys know, I have a relationship with Graham Stephan. Graham Stephan, if you don't know who he is a monster on YouTube. And I shared some analytics with him. And he jumped all over a particular analytics that talks about who watches your stuff. And if you look at my channel, it's not like most. It's 75% of my audience is repeat and only 25% is new. And, you know, Graham Stephan is such a teddy bear and such a nice guy, but he was like, dude, that's not okay. If you want to grow and really get, you know, accelerate where you are, that needs to be much, much closer to 50-50. So it was that conversation, that feedback that really led me to, you know, change the wrapper. So I'll stop there and see what you guys have to say. We'll go to Matt first. What do you think so far?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think that you're either okay with being what you are or you're not okay with being what you are. And while Graham is fantastic, he doesn't have the same crew that you do. And all due respect to those viewers, most of them are not going to end up multimillionaires cutting out the avocado toast and saving money on coffee. Nice guy, great ideas. And it helps create a mindset for that younger viewer.
Yeah.
But there aren't a bunch of multimillionaires watching Graham Stephan on the daily.
No, I agree. Right. Dion, what do you think so far where we're at in this story?
Can you imagine if I had a contrarian view?
Well, that's why you're here, brother.
That's why I'm here. So I'm gonna hit back. I think maybe you're looking at it through the wrong lens.
Could be. Tell me.
So I'm a Graham Stephan Meet Kevin fan.
Sure,
right?
me
I
too.
watched just as much of them as I watched Bigger Pockets from like 2017 to 2020. This is when I found one rental at a time, right around the end of 2018. So I was in the first 10,000,
Yeah.
but I wasn't in the first like 100, right? I just found you one day, probably because of their content.
Probably.
But one thing that's really consistent with Graham and Meet Kevin is that they have the doom and the fear thumbnail and the title, the crash of 2021, the crash of 2022. And then the video is, this is why the crash isn't happening.
Sure.
It's not, I don't think it's clickbait. I think it is, this is what will get you on my channel. And here's the information that can help you. Versus the Crash Bros that go, here's the fear channel, here's the fear thumbnail, fear title, made up data used to express something. I did the AI research recently. It was 2 crashes per week in some months of more than 20%, where they would go back and then change the thumbnail because it didn't actually happen. So we have the concept of, if you want to help yourself, you tell people what they want to hear. And if you want to help people, you tell them the truth. I think you have a chance to keep doing what you did. You will get the negativity because you're growing. When that expands out to those new ripples of people, you're just going to find haters. Like every time I have a video go a little viral, just a little, you get a new group of people that just attacks you no matter what. So thicker skin, be ready for that. They're not doing it because of the negative thumbnails and negative titles. They're doing it because you hit a new ripple of people. And then you can get people on your channel that go, oh, I'm watching all these crash videos. Let me check out this one rental at a time who's talking about a crash. And then you actually give the real data. And even we say, if a crash was coming, we would still be buying. People might not ever hear that on a Crash Pro channel because they're looking for that excuse to do nothing. So you used a tactic, you got some negative response, you had some good growth, but you hit new people. I'm in the camp of don't stop.
Yeah, well, guys, in the comments below, let me know what you think. So again, I did this for about 6 weeks on purpose. Every video was a negative title, negative ripple. And to your point, Dion, it worked. I went from a 75-25 to almost 60-40, which is pretty amazing for that short of a window. I had an extra 110,000 views. So again, in YouTube speak, that is money, I guess. A lot more watch hours. You're absolutely right. A new crowd was welcomed. But to your point, what happened is, and again, the beauty of my channel is I don't delete comments unless they're a crypto bot or, pure hatred and stuff like that. So you can see that there definitely was a lot of hate that was introduced to my channel and negativity. And it is something, Dion, that you're absolutely right. But frankly, if I kept doing that, let's say for another 6 months, I would probably just quit YouTube. I don't need to do this. I don't need to. And this is why we use this analogy. We haven't used it in a while. Dion, you're in the parking lot trying to get people into the stands. I'm in the stands trying to get people on the field. And then Matt's on the field trying to help them be better. I have zero interest in dealing with drunk assholes who want to blame everybody and their mother except themselves. I don't want to be around these idiots because it is a constant reminder that people are dumb. And I hate that.
Yeah. I always have to sit and ask, I go, how did you get past Dion and Mike if you're over with me? You guys suck. I'm just here doing. That's why I'm just here doing. Somebody came into my chat and just was, wow, this is an aggressive channel. It was like, yeah, pussies to the left.
See ya. Go that way.
Out of here. You're not for here. We're here trying to accomplish and do things. Doing things is hard. Purposing it every day is hard. These are hard things. And you cannot be lazy in doing the hard things. You just can't. Blocking and tackling, there's no easy way to do it. You have to do it.
You're not going to wish them tackled?
Otherwise, you get run over like a freight train. Way it goes. So, yeah, I mean, that's always a challenge for me is, here's what I know. My channel is based on experience, the actual experiences that I have and what I do on a daily basis to run my business. And every single video that I post is experiential, but it's also, I know exactly what my channel is. I'm happy with my channel. It's not nearly as big as many others, but we talk about, but I know the people that do my stuff and engage. I know that they get successful. I know they make more money. I know they change their lives. And I'm not interested in fighting you for your limitations. If you want them, keep them. You can have them. I'm only interested in the people that say, I want to do it a better way. And I need somebody that's done it before to help me do that. I'm all in.
Yeah. Dion, again, I've always said this, you have the hardest job and you
does.
have the job I don't want. I stepped into it for 6 weeks on accident, or I don't know, I guess on purpose, but I didn't realize what I was doing. It basically what I'm now comfortable admitting is I lost my mission. My mission was to take people from the stands to the field. And for whatever reason, I allowed myself, because I respect Graham and others, and Graham's not the only one. It's just Graham was the one that finally slapped me across the face and said, hey, if you really want to do this thing, do this. And dude, I didn't like it. I didn't like the people. They're all just whiners and quitters and blamers. And it's just like, God, get that stuff away. I could, what I was actually left with now after 6 weeks is I actually feel bad for the doomers and crash bros. If my comments got that nasty after 6 weeks, can you imagine what happens after 6 years?
Well, do you know why I call them whores?
Exactly.
That's why.
Exactly.
They don't even necessarily believe all the stuff that they're talking about, but they're whores.
They're stuck.
They don't have another option because they're talentless. So they don't have another option. Their only option they have is to tickle the ears of the people that pay their bills. That's the only option that they have. And for me, none of us need this. This is all public service and trying to help people. And thank God that Dion is really good in the parking lot.
There you go. No, Dion, you're absolutely right. It works. So yeah, go negative, and you'll get a lot more views.
Let me clap back one more time.
Go for it.
I don't know that it's negative. I don't think negative. Hang on. I don't think negative is why you got the hate.
Okay.
The hate that you got was because it was negative, but what you got was hate because of growth. If you slowly, consistently grow your channel, you're going to find people who are in that 75% are repeat people, right? A higher percentage. If you started having videos go viral that were positive, you would get just as much hate because you hit those new rings of viewers. And that's the kind of people that are there, the people that won't respond well to your channel or don't respond well for a month of watching your channel until they get what you are. And then their comments change. So the Crash Bros can do this. They can swim in the hate comments because they're not looking at them.
Yeah, they're not looking. Yeah.
They've got a moderator that goes through and responds. They've got people with the same name that go through and responds. They give an account manager the ability to go in and respond. So maybe if you continue to grow, whether it's through negativity or some other content on your channel goes viral because of what changes in the algorithm, you need somebody to handle the negative comments. Put a filter in.
Yeah, that's that certainly, I guess one of the other things I've done is I still reply to every comment. I do admit that they're very quick replies, but they're still replies nonetheless, every single comment. And you're right. If I put a buffer there and I just don't look at them, probably not a problem. But that's not who I am, right? I care about the audience. And what I've really come to realize after this experiment is I love the 75% and welcome the 25. But the people that come back every day, the people that show up for our live, I think we had almost 200 people live this morning for the daily financial news. Those are the people, right? And I just need to be comfortable, right? So let's give some statistics so my channel over the years is growing, but it's somewhere between 10 and 18 new subs a day, it is what it is. During the 6 to 8 weeks of crash, it was often 35 to 50 new subscribers. So again, it works. If you want to grow fast, doom, fear, right? Double growth, 110,000 more views, real money. Go ahead, Dion.
It would be a lot of work, but if you could find out the increase in subs, the negative comments, were they subscribers or were they people that just left a hate comment and left? Because you might be getting those 20 to 30 new people who do benefit from your content with that strategy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. I don't know, folks. Let me know. A lot of you watch a lot of our videos, especially the Three Amigos. What did you think? Actually, I got a bunch of comments from folks talking about how my comments changed. Right, we went from 80 or 90% of hope and growth and real meaty questions to, crap. So it will be interesting. But I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think? I certainly have made a hard pivot. No more, at least on the main channel. Fear and doom. There'll be some negative headlines if there is a true negative thing to discuss. But yeah, it was. I just don't want to be in the parking lot, Dion. I just don't have the interest, the thick skin, whatever you want to call it. I hate being around losers. That's just the problem I have. Is if you're a loser and you've already lost before you played the game, I don't want to be around you. None of us should be where we are if we believe, look at the stats of where we started our journey. But we just did the work and kept compounding, and we didn't run into a wall and sit down. That's the freaking thing that hates me. That I just hate is when you run into a wall and you sit down and cry like a little bitch. I hate that. It's like, I can't be around that.
I refuse to spend a moment convincing.
That's right. I'm not in the convincing, but didn't you tell me that, Dion? I'm not in the convincing business.
I told you
that.
That's
Was that Matt?
Not in the convincing business.
That's
not.
I mean, that's gold. I need to get a t-shirt that says that. I'm not in the convincing business.
Yeah, I'm not in the convincing business. I'm not here to convince you to do it my way. I'm not here to convince you that this is what you need to do to get rich. I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
I care about the people that have said, I need to find a better way. I'm not really sure how I do that. I don't have much, but I'll be attentive. I'll work hard, and I'll put what I got into it as best as I possibly can. Boom, done. I'm on your team. That second person, I'm on your team. First person, well, I'm not really sure. Don't care. Then go find someone else. Go find a guru that you'll pay $10,000 to,
and do nothing.
To do nothing and to be completely perplexed at how they possibly got rich. All of my students buy houses. Even the ones who bought the course and haven't bought yet, they're all on track to buy something. And they're doing the work to buy something. And that's what matters to me. It's actual, effectual. It's getting numbers of people in the game. That's what matters, not the rest.
Amen.
Not the rest.
Dion, we'll let you close this out. Again, hit the how do people save money on BPCON? Make sure you hit that one more time here in the video, but close out this topic.
Well, you can find me here on YouTube, where I love a good debate and a good argument. So come at me in the comments. Don't come at Mike. We need more Mike. There is tomorrow, Thursday, since this is coming out today. I think it's 9 a.m. Pacific. Before then, you can register for a live webinar through the Bigger Pockets platform. The link will be in the comments below. And just registering gets you a code. I mean, I would like it if you showed up and showed support. But if you can't make it, you get a recording of it. They'll send it to you, and that will have the code to get $100 off of BPCON.
Folks, again, if you're going to BPCON, you're going to get Dion keynoting. I will be there with the presentation. Matt is coming out. We will definitely find time to give some ORAT love, whether it's coffee, pizza, who knows what's what, but we will find time, the three of us, to be together to meet all of you. And we will see you there. Make sure you support Dion. Go save some money. Take care. Later.
Ciao.